Hi, this is eebtarot, 2 E's and a B tarot. I'll be reading for the sign of Pisces. I've already pre-shuffled the deck, and this is a timeless reading. Pisces, I'm going to let you know right now, when I was doing a pre-shuffle, I got a little twinge in my lower abdomen, and like just this sensation of, like I heard, I'm going to just do it one more time, and then I'm done. And it felt like to me that one more time, that one last time, resulted in now we got something to raise for the next 18 years. So, had a fuzzy. So just know that one more time, if you about to be done anyway, that one more time might cost you. But let's see what the spread's looking like. Pisces. What's going on, Pisces? 8 of Cups. I'm about to walk away. I'm walking away. But one more time. You better keep walking, Pisces. Eight of Cups. Oh, no. I don't know. It's the 5 of Pentacles, but it was in reverse. And then the 9 of Swords. Baby. Pisces, you are, like I said, walking away from something, and it feels like the right move to make. Like to walk away, and because whatever this is going to cost you. If you don't walk away and consistently continue pushing forward, there's nothing behind you, or that you are walking away from, or that you are leaving in the past, that if you stick around or you stay, it'll end up you gonna fuck around and find out. You're gonna have to pay the piper. But if you continue to move forward and don't dip back, any presence of lack or delay or loss stays back there. There's definitely something about this situation that is having you in a space where you are, there's like anxiety there. There's worry, there's loss of sleep, like a deep remorse or some sort of like, damn, with it, you know? Yes. And with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, again, that getting into something and then you're not sticking to it. And if you get into something and you didn't stick to it, to what you were initially intending to do, it's going to create a lot of sleepless nights for you. And maybe there was even a conversation about this situation, that something was said that is giving you stress. Strength card just came out. This could be dealing with a fire sign. My intention is to do Aries reading next, so look out for that. The Strength card. And the Strength card popped out. Lied to you not. It popped out on top of the Eight of Cups. It could have fell anywhere on the table, but it popped out right over the Eight of Cups. That means stick to your, like, not that the situation doesn't have to be handled delicately or finessed in a certain way. And I don't mean finessed by like the manipulation. I mean like a careful hand in it, a mindful touch that this, but you definitely, if you don't stand firm in your convictions to continue to move forward, this is going to result in a karmic situation that you're going to have to truly learn from, like, and the lesson is going to be long or costly. Some of you also may have just given blood or had blood work done. Pisces. Ooh. For some reason, that one made me jump. Look at this. Eight of Swords. And this is the one that made me jump. Justice. Boy, girl. This could be being taken to, I said karmic. If so, you ultimately, moving forward is in your best interest. Not doubling back, not dipping back, not doing something just one more time to see one last, whatever this is, do not. And don't, and the Eight of Swords is the Eight of Swords, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, and the Moon, right? Something you're not seeing. Empress. Queen of Cups. Baby, let me, please, like, this screams, I dip back one more time, and now they're pregnant. And that's not the end of the world by any means. Eight of Swords is like that you are trapped in your own mind and your own thinking. And typically when people bring life into this world, it's scary. Even if you were trying to make it happen, it's challenging. Even in all its rewards and gifts and blessings, it's challenging. So sometimes when people enter into parenthood, they feel overwhelmed by all the things that come with that. And really it's a matter, and I know resources are a huge factor, but also becoming a prisoner in your own mind of the things that you think you can't overcome and thrive in. And I know that I said initially that this will not yield positive results if you dip back. Again, that's still a mental thing. It's all about perspective. It's all about how you choose to see the situation. Because if it can be a bunch of things, a million and one things that someone can look at and say, okay, this is how it's not going to work. But you just need that one mind frame, that one clear thought of, okay, it's either been done before, so I know that I can be successful in this as well, or you know what I'm saying? Justice to me says, again, that karmic situation where if you are acting in good faith and you are honorable in your actions and in your decision making, then it will return that same energy. But if something was done in a hasteful or lustful or manipulative way, justice is like unbiased. Like it doesn't care what you have going on. Because if it was with positive intention and actions were taken in a high vibrational place, you'd welcome blessings at any time, right? So it's not going to be like, oh, well, they got a lot going on. And even though they created and played parts in these situations, they don't really need this right now. This is the universe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's like, okay, this is what you put in, this is what you're going to get back. And you can't put fake money in and expecting a real money return. But maybe you can take that fake money and create and grow something from that does get real returns that you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? You got to make lemons into lemonade. But be mindful of the lemons you pick and the ones you squeeze. You know? 10:55 on the timer. I resonated with somebody. Okay, this is, it doesn't matter if it's a baby or if it has nothing to do with a child. It's just a matter of, if you know that it's time for you to move forward in something, Pisces, then do that. And be done with it. And don't do no extras. Anything else for Pisces? I kind of low-key asked what the Nine of Swords is, but I'm going to let it answer how... I'm going to let the answer come out how it needs to in terms of whatever card it wants to kind of... You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. So what fell on the ground was King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you're going to get information about something. And the Hermit is over the Justice card. Here's what I'm going to say, Pisces, is I think that you are going to find something out that it's going to require you to really tap into your most logical, rational mind and sense of self. And in that, and really evaluating and taking a full assessment of what matters, what's beneficial, what's useful in this situation, and what is a hindrance, okay? And this is within yourself. I'm not speaking about what are the things in the external that are creating these things. I'm talking about within you, Pisces. What about you is beneficial to this matter, and what about you is not beneficial and will only hinder the situation? And get that part of you that will hinder, i.e. self-sabotage at all or even further, and extract that or put that somewhere not in the forefront. And I think in doing that, that Nine of Swords energy will start to dissipate into that Four of Swords energy, where it's not zero concern, but it's just it's more about something to think about instead of it monopolizing all of my thoughts, you know. And I think in order to achieve that, wow, Three of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And here you are, Pisces, underneath that Hangman. The Hermit fell on the Justice card. And I feel like you are going to gain the greatest clarity and cleansing of your karma in that space of isolation, solitude, and reflection. Now, I don't say that with the understanding that I'm encouraging you to, if whatever it is that you needed to walk away from, that maybe there was a doubling back. Because if those of you Pisces who walked away, this is your confirmation that you did what you needed to do, and the moving forward was the most useful outcome for you moving forward, right? For that set of Pisces. But those of you who there was a doubling back, okay? Separate group. There was a doubling back. Now that circumstances are what they are, it's no point in looking to that group of Pisces that they kept going. Don't look, that's no longer your timeline. Not to say that at some point the timelines won't overlap at different points, but you know what I'm saying? But at this point, that is no longer your timeline. So stick to your timeline. And in the process of you making sense and assessing and processing your new timeline, isolation in a healthy way to gain clarity, not in a ghosting or completely disappear. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to isolate but also not alienate, and a lot of that is through appropriate communication. The Three of Cups. Like, there needs to be some sort of mutual understanding and spoken with intention. Informed intention. You know, the Hangman, Pisces goes and hangs upside down to gain a greater perspective. That is not wrong. But what I will say is Pisces, I always say for you guys, think long, think wrong. That it's the amount of time. Because if you're isolating yourself and you're not in communication, that means that alternate or opposite party is left to their own interpretation of the situation. Last card for confirmation of outcome for Pisces. Long-term confirmation of outcome. Short-term, long-term confirmation of outcome. That's weird. Don't lose your stride, Pisces, because you might waver a little bit, but don't lose your stride. Look at that bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. So this is, regardless of the fact of the matter, this is all going to work out. It doesn't matter if you were the group of Pisces that continue to move forward, or the group of Pisces that double back and now you got a little bit of you jump to a new timeline. Regardless, you're protected. Regardless, you're going to be stable. Regardless, you're going to successfully achieve collaborative efforts. Again, it's just a matter of once that greater perspective is gained, prior to the greater perspective being gained, communicate that that's the intention if there is a need for isolation. And once that processing is complete, again, continued communication. Don't just gain the new perspective, but keep it internal when there are other parties involved and they have stake in the matter as well. All right, Pisces, this is your reading. If it resonates, leave me a comment and let me know how it resonated with you. I would love to hear it. And subscribe. Hit the like button, if this resonated. Until next reading, be well, be blessed. Thank you.